Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I am in my car and I'm going to be taking you guys along with me to go thrifting. I'm kind of going to show you how I thrift, the sections I like to check out, and just give you some tips along the way. I'm not going to be vlogging while I'm inside the store just because I think that's a little bit awkward, but I am going to be trying to get some clips of sections I'm checking out and pieces that I think are notable or worthwhile to show, and there's some clips probably in the changing room, and just show you guys a little bit of clips of what I like to do or what I like to try on while I'm thrifting. I am going to be shopping for myself and for my Depop store, so I'm going to probably try to find a couple things for myself, but mainly focus on my Depop, and then also, like I said, kind of give you guys some tips along the way if I have any, but let's just get right into it.
It is raining quite badly, but we are going to live with it.
So I just finished up at the Goodwill that's like a minute from my house. So right now I'm going to drop off the clothes I just bought. I'm going to eat a little bit of food, and then I'm going to leave for the other 3 or 4 other thrift stores. They don't actually label their sections, men's pants, women's pants, like men's jackets, that kind of stuff. So I was going to try to record little clips of that, like the signs, to tell you what sections I was shopping at, but I think I'm gonna have to wait until I get to the Salvation Army, because I know they sorted out by men's this, women's this, and that will give you a better idea, just because, like I said, I don't really want to talk while I'm in the store, because that's really weird. I have a hard enough time filming clips as it is. Let's just go right now. My next stop is something that I refer to as the Goodwill bins. I don't know if this is a regional thing or if they have them all over the United States, but it's basically a Goodwill full of just a bunch of crap just piled into all these bins. There's no price tag. It's based on weight, so it's a certain amount of money per pound, I believe, and basically it's just like literally everything compiled into one superstore. I'm not going to be bringing my huge DSLR in there with me to film, but I am going to be recording some clips or taking some pictures on my phone, just so you guys can get a little better idea of what it looks like, but let's just get right into it. So I just finished up at the bins and I got 2 hoodies, a sweater, and I think 2 pairs of denim jeans. Like I said, I didn't want to bring my huge DSLR, and so I did film a clip of this bird that had appeared on the inside of the bins, but I tried to film some other clips, but for some reason my phone like deleted them or didn't actually record anything. So I only do have the 1 clip, but if I have any pictures I can find online, then I'll let you guys know. But it's pretty basic. It's just like, it's called an outlet store, and this just bins on bins full of crap. So now I'm gonna head to the Salvation Army and hopefully get a little bit more clips in. So now I'm back from the thrift stores. I was gonna go to 1 more, but I was just so exhausted afterwards, and I had already spent about $50, so I was kind of over it. But I'm just gonna go through the pieces right now, and hopefully I'll have green screen footage of every single thing I tried on, so that I could put a clip over here. I haven't exactly figured out which pieces I will be keeping for myself and which pieces I will be selling, because if you didn't know, I do sell on the app Depop. My username is aycody if you are interested in any of the pieces. I'll also leave some information in the description box below. But right now I'm just going to talk about each piece and kind of explain the material, what it's made out of, and the way it fits. So I'll just be giving some kind of general information as I see fit about each piece of clothing. I only really bought pants, hoodies, and t-shirts, so I'm just going to kind of go through it in that exact exact order, starting off with pants. The first pair I got were these Levi Strauss signature pair, and they are in the size 32. Like I said, I will be having clips of each of these things tried on so you can get a better feel. I am usually like a 28, 29-ish, so I will be wearing a belt or holding up the pants just so you can get a better understanding of what they would look like, just because I don't really have, I mean, I guess I could use my dad to style some of the pieces and just film, but I think it's just easier when I use myself, and you can kind of get a general idea of what they would look like if they were in your size. They are wider legged at the bottom, which is something I usually would not go for, but I'm not going to be keeping these for myself. One, because they're not my size, and because they're not my style. But they're in this very light wash color with a little bit of the distressing at the bottom of the pants, and like I said, a wider leg, which is some people's style. I bought these while I was at the Goodwill that has the bins, and so I was not able to try them on, so the first time I'll be trying them on is when I'm showing you the clip of what they look like. So hopefully they don't look too bad, but like I said, these aren't really for me, so I don't really necessarily care what they look like on me. It's just for whoever is interested in buying them. The next pair are very similar, except they're the brand Rustler, and they are still in this lighter wash color, not as light washed as the other pair and not as distressed at the bottom. Like, they're still fully intact, still with that wider leg fit. There's a tiny bit of distressing on this part of the pant, and I don't think I saw any other noticeable pairs, and like a little bit of like faded discoloration just from wear. These are also in the size 32, so like I said, it's gonna be not as an accurate of representation of what they would look like on someone that it would actually fit on, just because this is not my size at all. And then I also got the same exact pair in the same exact size in a black color. I just recently sold a pair of Rustlers, and I have a pair of myself just because they fit really well, and they are made of this really nice thick denim material. These ones have a little bit of distressing, like the first pair I talked about, but not anything too bad. Like, there's just like a little bit right here. I personally love the way Rustlers fit, and they just have, like I said, just a great material that will keep you warm during the colder seasons, just because we are transitioning to the winter time, well, in the fall time, transitioning to the winter time. But the next pair actually do not have a brand. I'm trying to look and see anywhere if I can see something, but I don't see anything anywhere. I almost think these may be kids pants because they say 14 regular, but they definitely did not fit like a women's size 14. So they do have a smaller hip, and they are a lot more cropped than you would usually find, which I actually really enjoyed when I was trying them on. And they have these elastic insides so that you can make them skinnier depending on your body type. These didn't actually fit my waist very well, but I really like the cropped fit of them, so I think I'm gonna get some awesome videos showing what they look like, an accurate portrayal of what they could look like, except those are all the pants I got, but I also got these overall shorts by Union Bay in this white cream tan color. I keep trying to hold them up in front of the camera, but I keep forgetting that I'm gonna be recording clips of me trying them on, so I don't really have to do that. I really like the way these fit though. I'm not a fan of overall, so I would never keep them for myself, but I actually really like the way they looked, and if I found a pair that were kind of similar but maybe a little bit narrower on the legs, or if they were actual pant legs and not the shorts, then I may keep them. But like I said, I'm not really a huge fan of overalls for myself, so I probably wouldn't. Now I'm gonna move into the hoodies, and this is actually something I'm gonna be keeping or probably giving to my dad. And it says, Outdoor Adventure, Portland, Oregon since 1851, and it's this kind of like distressed black color, not really distressed, but it has a little bit of distress on the hoodie part. If you do not know, I live very close to the Portland metro area, so we always are going into the city, and my dad partially works in the city, so I thought it'd be a nice little thing to get him, and it was in the bin sale, so it was gonna be cheap regardless. It's a size medium and still really soft on the inside, so I'm excited that I was able to find it, and happy I got to pick it up for him. The next thing is from a brand that I actually don't know how to pronounce, but it's gotten super popular recently. I think it's Phila or Phila. It's just a super plain with the F. I was really happy to find it when I did, just because I know that's gotten really popular recently. And Depop, I try to sell things that I just really either want to get rid of or really think people might enjoy, but I know a lot of people are only on there for brand specific things, so it's really great when I can find something like that, because I know that people are looking for that kind of stuff. And at the Salvation Army, I found this I Heart New York hoodie, and I actually have one of these on my Depop right now, but I feel like this is just a nicer material. It's kind of more distressed. It's kind of, I don't know really how to describe the difference of the material, but I just feel like it's a closer look to what I kind of like in my style. So I think I actually will be keeping this one just because I had that other one on my Depop just because I bought it and then I kind of didn't really like it that much because it was a little bit too small and like the material was a little bit, it's not anything wrong with it, just me personally, I didn't really want it. So I'm glad I was able to find this just because the black is a little bit more distressed or worn and I really like that look. And another thing I found at the bins that I'm probably going to keep myself just because I really like the way this looks is this sweater, and it's like this black, white, gray, and it's 100% acrylic. It's a tiny bit itchy. I think though if I did wear like a long sleeve white button up or just a short sleeve button up, it would help protect against that itchy feeling that I really hate. It doesn't even have to be very itchy, but I'm just very sensitive with the cloth or clothing material that is touching up against me. I'm very sensitive to that. But I like that it's kind of more cropped, not super long. I just really like that for layering during the fall time. I used to really like really elongated sweaters, but more recently I've been liking a more cropped fit. And something I got at the Goodwill that's super close to me is this Big Dog Mom Rules. I know some people are really into like tacky sweaters or like vintage tacky, especially with dogs on them, and it wasn't a whole lot of money, so I didn't feel that bad if no one buys it because it wasn't a huge investment, but I thought it was just really cute and I really enjoy this kind of like maroon color. The next thing is something I've never really seen before, and it's like this sweater that has this built-in collar with it, and then it has this color blocked arms with this black and white striped cuff. I would probably wear it with that cuffed in like that, but to each their own. I'm going to be selling this on my Depop, so I'm just going to kind of show it both ways when I upload pictures of it so people can kind of see how they would like it. It's not a well-known brand, which I know is often more difficult to sell because a lot of people don't really care about anything other than the brand itself, but I just hope someone sees it and wants to add it to their wardrobe, and I only got it for a few dollars, so like I said, I don't feel too bad about putting that investment in. And the last things I have to talk about are the t-shirts. These all came from the Salvation Army, and the first one is a Bernie Sanders t-shirt. It says ready for Bernie and it has this nice blue color, but I feel like people will appreciate that I'm posting this just because I know a lot of people support Bernie, even though he lost the election, of course, but he's still a very active politician, so I know a lot of people would like to support him in that way. And then I also bought this polo t-shirt with a purple little polo rider. It's in this black color, and I usually wouldn't ever wear anything like this. I don't know the exact name of a type of shirt like this, but I just know it's the Polo brand that a lot of people enjoy, so I wanted to pick that up. And my last two things are band t-shirts. This first one is Metallica, and then also one from the band Kiss. Vintage old band t-shirts have been super popular lately, and not as popular as they were a couple months ago, but I still wanted to be able to put some on my Depop just because I know certain places like Urban Outfitters will literally charge like $50 for a band t-shirt, and I feel like that is so ridiculous of how expensive that is, especially just because it's going to be a trend that is around for a little bit and then passes through. So I just wanted to provide some people with affordable band t-shirts and give them access to that because I know a lot of people overprice things to the max. But those are pretty much all the clothing pieces I got. I also got some iron-on patches, but I didn't really feel the need to put it in this video. And also, this video was just kind of all over the place just because I was gonna make it like, come thrift with me, and then vlog the whole experience. But a lot of things that kind of went wrong, like I felt really uncomfortable recording in public during my first trip to the thrift store, the one that's really close to my house. Just because it was unusually busy and they didn't really have any of those signs that said men's jackets, men's flannels, men's whatever, and then women's this, women's that. So I was gonna wait until I got to the Salvation Army, but then when I got to the Salvation Army, they also didn't have very many of those signs. So I was gonna kind of like take videos and show like, okay, I'd go to this section and then I'd go to this section and kind of look around, but it kind of didn't really go out to plan, so this kind of just turned into like a let me talk about me going to the thrift store and then a haul. But if you guys do enjoy these types of videos, don't forget to let me know in the comments and give this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel if you are new here, or click that bell to be reminded every single time I post. I really hate that YouTube has changed so much and made it this whole notification thing, just because it makes it really hard for my videos to get out there. So if you are ever interested in being kept up to date with every single video I post, and definitely click that bell, and I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye! Fire on my aux cord. What's your preference? Do you like rap or rock more? Whatever that you like, I got it all for you. So what it do? I got a lot more time.
we can unwind and listen to whatever